Okay. Like, I'm shaking right now. I'm so angry. I'll tell you what. Obviously, you clicked on this video for a reason. So, if you watch this channel, you know I'm very connected with my dreams. A lot of things happen in my dreams that play out in 3D. A lot of, it's like my future moves I'm going to make. I see in my dreams first and then comes out in 3D. So for a while, I've been harassed by a group of women who tell me that I'm not a woman. They say that my trucker mouth, my abrasiveness, and my ability to not give a fuck about everybody, like a nurturing mother would just care about everybody. No, they don't. Bullshit. So I'm having these gang of women. They hire me and fire me all the time in my dreams. They say that it's going to be a safe place for me to go. I'll be able to work there. Everything will be fine. And then they bully me. They talk behind my back. They don't tell me what the job is properly, so then I don't perform my duties properly. And then I get fired by telling me that I don't belong there and I'm not a woman. So, if you've had dreams like that before, where you've had a group of men or a group of women that say you are not, like it has to be that same sex almost. I mean, it doesn't even have to be. It could be a group of women staring at a man, telling him that he's not a man. He has to be this way, and that's what a man is. That's where you know it's bullshit, okay? When it's coming into your dreams and someone's telling you to do something and it doesn't feel right, and it's gonna push through 3D, like if females are trying to tell a male that he's not a male, right? Stupid hair. So then this male starts almost like, kind of like dressing like a female in real life, starts more acting like a female, right? Because what they want to do is they want to take the masculinity away from the masculines. They want to take the feminine energies away from the feminines, right? And it's all to twist up and transgender people and to mess with people's systems, make them feel like they were born in the wrong sex, right? And then when they try to tell you that you're born in the wrong sex, it makes you act out a certain way, right? There's only so many ways I can describe it. I'm not going to keep going over it and over it and over it. I feel like you're either going to get it or you're not, right? Like these are dream bullies, right? And they say that they're there to do a job for you, that they're there to help you, but they're not. They're there to manipulate you and to ostracize you and to take your true energy away from you so you become like them. I'm just not having it anymore. Nope. If I get that pissed off with my dreams, and if I know that there's an attack like that happening, I'll do a reading. I will whistle blow on any motherfucker that thinks that they're just gonna sit there and be able to manipulate somebody, especially in the dream state. What am I holding on to? Ooh, Temperance in reverse. I mean, we are dealing with the devil energy, right? That's what Capricorn is. It's the devil energy. Ooh. Oh my God, this is incredible. Oh my God, the justice. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm still shaking just a little bit. Wow. Oh God, this is amazing. Okay. Okay. I'm a little shaky. I have also on my second cup of coffee and I haven't eaten. So that could be it too. Who knows? Okay. This has taken a long time to bring to the surface. And I am very happy that I am the one that is narking out these motherfuckers, okay? So, We got Temperance in reverse, okay, like you saw. But then what came after it was the Nine of Wands in reverse, okay, with the 10 of Wands having to move on, and then the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is all women, unfortunately. So, this is a gang of women. This is a fucking disgusting coven of women. So, these women are so imbalanced, okay, that they fight off and they purposely push away from them, and they get people to leave, okay, and then they're able to use all of their fire. So they bully people out of positions. They bully people into leaving things behind so then they can pick it all up again, right? And this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. I was bullied out of a YouTube channel about 5 years ago, and it was so successful for me, and I made so much money off that channel, and I was bullied. I was bullied right off of it. I was chased out of my country. My sister and I went on the road. I was stalked horribly by somebody that I had nowhere to go. Cops wouldn't do anything. There was no evidence, and I had to let the channel go because so many people found out where I lived that my life went under pure attack because of what I was saying on the internet, what I was doing, what I was creating, okay? And somebody used all of that. They took that channel. I don't know where all that went. There was also another job, another like kind of ambassador job that I did, entrepreneur job that I did, and it involved very sensitive material of myself, and a company took it away from me, and I know that they're using those pictures to sell for profit, and they just deleted me from all of it. So if that makes sense, okay, there's something that's been working in reverse for you. So every time you try to stop, like every time you try to start something, these coven of women come in and they shut you down and they force you to walk away. And I'm still shaking. They force you to walk away because they bully you, okay? And these women are so unattached. Queen of Cups in reverse. They're not intuitive. They're not loving. They're not nurturing. What they are is they're a bunch of knights, right? They're a bunch of knights of fire that they just run out and they just start fires with everybody. And they think that what they're doing is correct. They think it's almost like a gang of anarchists, right? Taking the law into their own hands, but it's taking the spiritual law under their own hands, believing that they're allowed to do certain things because they have powers, or they're told intuitively to do something. And when you're told intuitively to do something, when you're told to go and hurt somebody, even though that person's not done anything to you, they're just trying to make it, you're told to take something innocent, something pure down, that's something demonic and something evil speaking to you. That's not Christ, that's not God, okay? God's not gonna tell you to go and hurt somebody, right? Mentally, right, these people are gonna think that it is. And that's what a woman said to me, well, I'm connected with God. And I said, well, your God is gonna turn into the devil really soon because it's not God you're talking about. You know, the devil can appear in very many forms, okay? And this is confusing, okay? This might have been a very confusing part of your time, having fire stolen from you, having ideas stolen from you, jobs stolen from you, everywhere that you try to ignite your flame. This coven of women, they come in and they take it, okay? We've also got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay, with Justice in reverse and the Fool in reverse, right? They're taking the law into their own hands. They're taking this singleness of people, what people work so hard so then they can get independent, right? They want the independent people back under and becoming the codependents, right? They want to take that independence away from people. That's what these coven of women try to do, right? Because they can't work by themselves because they're working with a bunch of other women, right? So these non-do-gooders, okay, that keep stealing these starts and this justice, okay, are now getting told on. I mean, it's literally in the cards. Look exactly at the cards. Look at this Page of Wands calling out this coven of women, this group of women that are sitting around with these cups, just waiting to drink everything, right? Because they're little fucking vampires, right? They come in and they abuse you out of roles. And I can remember I moved to this town that my sister lived in, and I was just becoming like really psychic and really opening up my intuition. And I was more like a medium. I didn't use cards back then. I used what spirit was saying around people. And I spoke to this woman, and she was married to a guy who hated her. And I was like, I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know this town. I didn't know anything. So I was like, I just want to let you know, like, you know, there's a lot of love that you can find. And I don't think it is where you are. So I did this reading for her, and she turned around. She went and told her husband that I was talking shit about him. She turned the entire town against me for fucking 7 years straight. This town talked shit about me right to my face, thinking that I was a fucking idiot and I didn't know what was going on. I knew everything that was going on. Okay? And she used a little coven of women. She went and got a couple of women, and she started putting hexes on me. And she didn't even believe in spiritualism. That's the thing. Then she went on depression pills. And she said to my sister one day, I believe in science. I believe in medication. While she's doing hexes on my sister and I. That's not believing in medicine. That's not believing in science. That's bullshit, right? You can't tap in between two worlds. And that's the thing. Like, watch Practical Magic. You can't practice magic while looking down on it. Right? You can't go with a group of women and sabotage another group of women who are doing spiritual things while you're doing spiritual work. That's not what spiritual work is. That's more mission work, and that's secret shit. Mission work is not something you go out and do with a bunch of people. That's all in you. Right? So these women are manipulating situations, they're manipulating words, and they're manipulating people. So they can take all of their power, they can take all of their defense, they can take all of their balance, they can take all of their money, and then they can force them to leave. And that's a part of that fucking, I'm single and I'm a feminist and I just want to bully people and I want to be an asshole and I want to control, and that's what feminine energies do. No, they don't. No, they don't. Feminine energy is not like that at all. Feminine energy is not controlling. A feminine energy is the one kind of energy that opens up her arms and allows things to come to her. That's what a feminine energy does. It doesn't go out, hurt people, and take things. Those are little girl syndromes. Those are little boy syndromes, right? Those aren't adult syndromes. So these adults that are acting like children, okay, thinking, and that's a child syndrome, is to take something that's not theirs. I mean, you can see it. And you know when that happens? JK, SK, grade 1. It doesn't happen when they're in their 40s and 50s. You'll see a kid go take something from somebody else. They don't know that they're not allowed to go and steal something. They have to learn. You can't just go walk up to your buddy and take something, right? That's child's play. Oh my gosh, I tried to watch the original 80s version of Child's Play. I ended up renting the new one. I didn't even know there was a new one. It is so stupid. Why did they redo these 80s movies that are fucking killer? And they redo them. And that Chucky doll looks stupid. It was all stupid. And that's what these girls do, right? They reenact something. They go and do something because they say they're creator. They say that it's their energy. They go and create it, and it's Child's Play 2023. Okay, it's the worst fucking remix I've ever seen in my life. And these people are taking mad credit for it? Go take credit for it, because that means that you are not a part of the authentic. Because if you watch the original one, you would never watch that 2000 version and go, oh yeah, that was a great movie. No. The only one I can say that has actually been redone that I appreciated was Pet Sematary, but even still, the original Pet Sematary is like 10 times better, 100 times better, a gazillion times better. Why these people waste their energies, right, and steal things that are not theirs because there's nothing creative in them. They can't spark a fucking flame if they tried, which is why they just take it from everybody else. They've got no good ideas, no good sparks. I'm a fucking flint, bitch. I start the fire. You know what I mean? I'm the thing that starts the fire. Become the thing that starts the fire, not the thing that puts the fire out, or the thing that can mock fire. You can't mock fire. There is nothing fake that looks like fire. Like, it's ridiculous. Even special effects, like, yo, work on it because it doesn't look real, right? You can't mock fire. You can mock a lot of things, but you can't mock fire. So, These people are stupid and they deserve to get caught. And I'm glad that they came out. I'm glad they took another job away from me. I'm glad a woman looked in front of my face and said, I didn't belong somewhere. Yeah, I didn't belong there because you didn't tell me the rules. Right? And that's how they can fuck with you, especially if you've lost a lot of jobs in the 3D. They're fucking with you. They're telling you to go and do something because they want to take the real thing that you're supposed to be doing. That's how easy it is, right? Get you off the path, get you going down somewhere that you already did, even though you're trying to stay on your new path. So this CøVen, I am so happy, has now been told on. These bitches are being shut down. And I'm so happy about it. Let's see what my cards say. Just because I get so excited to use my cards and see what they say about these 3 of Cups women. These so-called women. Ooh. You know what I just heard? They don't get the message. You don't even know you got shut down. Oh, shit. Oh. Slow down, slow down. This is an emergency. This is an emergency broadcast, okay? We are trying to send out the good vibes here. I'm trying to send out the good vibes. I have to send out the messages. They sound awful, but it tells on people. It narcs people. It gets people out of situations because then somebody goes, wait a second, that sounds like that's happening in my life. Yeah, no shit, it probably fucking is. I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't going on with somebody else that needs to hear it. So, we got soap opera queen in Flight or Fight. And that's what it is these soap opera queens, okay? These people that have been acting, okay? But they've been acting behind the scenes. They're the show that gets put on in front of you, and you don't even know that they bumped the other show so then they could perform, right? It's like you just took away the original movie. I don't want to watch you. I'm not going to watch people acting out something I would rather watch from the original. Right? So it's like these women, they're getting busted, and I feel like they're going to start fighting. And that's the best energy. That's what they deserve. They start fighting in between each other, right? Because then some type of trust gets lost because now they realize that majority of them are lying, and they're lying to each other. They're just doing things to hurt people so then they get something because their life isn't, my life sucks. And I see this person doing great, so I'm going to take it. That's not a reason to take something because your life sucks. You don't go and steal something. So I feel like they're going to start fighting because it's going to start being like it's almost like they're going to start seeing betrayal, right? And they're going to think that it's each other that are betraying each other because all their communication now is just going to go into the dumps. Their communication's not going to be clear because it never was based off truth to begin with. So now this is where the universe gets to go, with the little fucking DJ and spin that track a different way, and then they go, wait a second, I don't hear that frequency. Yeah, because somebody fucked with their player. Right? So now they're like, I don't understand. What's Cynthia telling me? Oh, I don't know what Bianca's saying. Yeah, because there was never straight telepathy to begin there. Right? So now it's like, now they start getting fight or flight. Now they start going, okay, well now I'm going to fight this bitch, and then they'll run away. Or someone's going to go and run and hide and not talk to the other ones. And they're going to start doing secret magic on their own to take those other girls down. And that's where the tables turn, because some people think that they can truly trust people. And I watched this episode in The Walking Dead. I'm like way behind. I had to rent The Walking Dead, and this woman shows up, and this other woman from like 15 years ago, and they're like, what? I haven't seen you for 15 years, that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. Takes her into her camp, fucking, like all of a sudden, they just like trusts her again because she knew her from, and then poof, that lady that she trusted because she knew from the past stole her kid. Suddenly she wakes up and her kid's gone. And it's like, you let somebody in because you think that you know them, right? But really, they're just going to steal from you like everybody else. There's a reason why you keep people away from you. There's a reason why you don't let somebody know unless you know you can fully trust them, right? And that's where it comes in. That's where trust comes in. These bitches don't trust each other. There was no clarity because it was all based on lies to begin with. It was all just based on hurt. How much can we hurt people? right? That's not a law. Like, you're really not supposed to do that. Like, we are not in zombie times. There is no reason to be going and killing your neighbor. There is nothing at threat, right? Tell these bitches that. So, oh, yes! You get out. This exit is on like Donkey Kong, because this box that they put you in, there's the storm. Oh my God, and below it, the twister with the compass. Like, clearly you're being guided. Like, this storm is being guided straight to you, and the storm is going to be the only thing that breaks the box. Right? It's like, it's got to be something that's almost natural, something that's disastrous but natural, that the world can produce, that comes in, that can crush something like this. And what can crush it? A storm, a twister, right? A twister will take down houses, towns. They'll destroy everything in its path. But you need something that's not going to destroy you after it destroys what's around you, just so you get out of your prison. So somebody's definitely been trapped, and by a coven of women. So I hope it helps, because I know it's going to help somebody. So, your girl, Whitney. See you later.